Alright, let's see what the summer has brought. Alright, let's try some. Fuck it, let me give romance a chance. From shonen, sci-fi, harems, isekais, anime has always had trends, and it seems like a new genre is here for the podium. Addiction? Netflix is fed up with the power of friendship and never give up formula. The youth yearns for something deeper, something more relatable, something inclusive, something inspirational. Drugs, and it's fucking amazing. With only 2 episodes out, it has earned the title for the most disgusting, putrid, beautifully animated display of how deeply depraved the human mind can sink and stink. And even while fighting the urge to throw up every 2 minutes, I cannot stop watching it. It's gross, it's probably in some ways glorifying a horrible habit, and far too detailed. So as expected, the internet weirdly likes it. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen a few people express their disdain, but it's far less than I thought. I made a joke earlier about it being relatable, and sadly, it is true. We are all geeking 24/7. Yes, me and you. I know you got them yards, nigga. Chainsmokercat, while a bit exaggerated, isn't too far off from the struggles people have seen or are dealing with personally. In a world full of dopamine boosters, most of us are addicted to something, and Yaniko is a perfect example of how lack of discipline and self-control can lead you down the hard path of pleasure chasing. Paired with once again beautiful animation and comedy, Chainsmokercat highlights a dark and gloomy aspect of life that anime has never done so clearly and disgustingly. And I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, shit, I could hardly make it through an episode. Like, do you really gotta show her shitting? What happened to the rainbow? But I think to ignorantly write it off as some "this is why people call anime weird" show is a bit, as I said, ignorant. Looking deeper, you see a person who wants better but is incapable of doing so and relies on a crutch to cope with her failures and disappointments, and that's something we all go through. Her sister loves her, but she's forced to do so from a distance and in a hazmat suit, cause god damn, get a Roomba or something, nigga, god damn. But that is a common result of destructive decisions pushing away the people who care about you. Her friends, enablers, throughout the series thus far seem to only further her unhealthy habits, introducing her to new potions of varying matters. And all this deeply disturbing psychological, physical destruction is masked with comedy and fan service. Be honest with me, bro. Look at me. Be honest. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. You would, wouldn't you? Shit, me too, twin. I can see Chainsmokercat being a revelation or a third-person perspective for people who go through severe depression or addiction. As disturbing as this show is, I can assure you, it doesn't hold a candle to the live action. Most people may see this anime as a negative on the youth, and well, who's to say it isn't? But maybe it could be a savior, if even for a few. I'm being optimistic, this shit ain't saving nobody. If anything, cigarette sales finna go up. Artistically, the show is amazing. So many references, you can tell the author is cultured. And the stages of withdrawals Yaniko goes through, paired with the substitutes she uses to try to get over her addiction, is telling that the author has seen a thing or two. And I did some background research, and yeah, this nigga probably need a cigarette himself. I had to find a way to make that joke, I'm sorry. I like the show. I think there's always 2 ways to watch any form of media. 1, at face value, and 2, the deeper meaning. And I try to have a mixture of the 2, and so far it's been very enjoyable. On the surface, it's nice to see Japan finally stepping out of their comfort zone, as real life potions of varying matters were rarely shown in anime. And to me, whenever these obscured stories get adapted, it opens new doors to other bizarre tales. Cause to be honest, anime has kind of felt like a sellout recently. It's all the same shonen aura farming protagonist bullshit. We grown now. I'm tired of that shit. I done gave up on my dreams. All my friends are dead. This is something the more mature audience can enjoy. Kinda. This shit is really nasty though. Hopefully at the end of the story they make it have some conclusive ending that means something, whether that be positive or negative, and it's not just some wacky comedy. And seriously, I don't need to see your digestive cycle. Jimoto Saikyo. I feel like this is Mappa's mental state projected into an anime. On the surface, a complete 180. No hidden meaning, no deep psychological symbolism, just 24/7 geeking. This is bar for bar O Block with cute anime girls, bro. The trailer shocked the internet with its taboo showcase of potions of varying matters and excessive violence. And at first, I thought to myself, alright, what kind of agenda are we really trying to push here? I know the CIA is behind this. But I took some time to read a few chapters in the manga, and it's dark. very, my fault, dark. The English translation, my hometown is the best. And that title is a complete facade. I kid you not, this shit is worse than Gotham, bro. Everyone is Joker levels of fucked up. And why is it so detailed all of a sudden? Y'all are wrong for putting slice of life as a genre. There is nothing ordinary about this. They live in a community riddled by every possible crime possible to commit. And even some shit you haven't even heard of. They get creative over there. And these acts are being committed by girls 12 years old and older. Chanel Chan, our protagonist, of course, falls victim to the environment as she got the misfortune of being born in the gulag. While there isn't much about her, to be honest, she's kinda written to be minimal and used as a comedic gig. Her parents seem to not really give a shit about her, what she does, and are also roped into the same environmental lifestyle of everyone else. All the kids have deep-rooted issues and normalize the substance abuse, crime, violence, kidnapping, sexual assaults, pedophilia, drug dealing, stealing, killing, by basically doing the same shit. I haven't finished it yet, but it seems like if the author of Psyche K took acid and drew whatever the hell he was seeing with his left hand and then pissed on it. The art is definitely art, if you could call it that. But they'll have random times where they go uncomfortably detailed, which reminds you, this isn't just a silly comedy anime. I won't go into too much detail as I don't want to spoil anything, but I think it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster when it's fully out. And lastly, the most put together and tasteful indoctrination of drugs on our children. Smoking behind the supermarket with you. Average Japanese salaryman fills a lonely dark void in his heart by stalking a cashier who's perfected the Clark Kent method and has two personas. One in which is a sweet, affectionate, caring cashier, and the other, a goth baddie with lung cancer. Take my money. Our protagonist is in a love triangle? I guess, bro, this nigga is stupid. How can you not tell that's the same person? But ignoring the enraging naivety, the show takes a on paper boring romance plot and adds cigarettes, and somehow they made peak. There's literally not much to explain outside of the title. This 9-to-5 demon visits the local supermarket after clocking out at Your Soul Is Always Incorporated and visits this cashier Yamada. She obviously is nice to him because that's her job, and guess what? He falls in love. There, they finally made a show for y'all that think the stripper actually likes you. That's her job, nigga. Religiously every day he finds an excuse to buy something just to see her, never making a move, never saying anything, just creepily blushing at some random girl. He's 40, by the way. And hear me out, it's adorable. But one day he walks behind the supermarket and is invited to, you guessed it, smoke behind the supermarket. Genius wordplay, fellas. 10 out of 10. Who would have thought? By Tayama, spoiler, who is actually Yamada on her smoke break. Dressed, let's see, cunt. As such, a funny dichotomy between the three of them, the two? I don't know, bro. Where Sasaki slowly falls in love with them both, while two of them also fall in love with. Alright, man. This time the potions of varying matters isn't the main focus of the show and is merely a mutual interest used to bring the two together. Now, disclaimer, call me a meathead, but I hate romance. Like, love. Like, where's my 5-foot screaming 16-year-old boy with a demon inside of him? Is that creepy to say? But this has been a pleasant surprise thus far. I love how real the development and growth of their love progresses. The flirting is realistic, the childish bullying from Tayama, the obvious hints she throws at him, and the age gap for once is legal, man. Holy shit, you see, you do not need to have a 16-year-old falling in love with a 50-year-old. They can both be adults. It's possible. Please. No more. It's also a plus she looks like an adult, and I'm talking to you. I had to Google their age difference because Gideon was on speed dial. And the episodes are just long enough before they get drawn out and boring. The art isn't out of this world, but it suits the story well. The character designs are okay. Everyone outside of Tayama were kind of made to look like NPCs to highlight just how much of a baddie she is in A. I am not complaining. The slow gradual build up to him finally putting 2 and 2 together keeps you coming back to the next episode. And seeing Tayama trying to give him the most obvious hints humanly possible and it flying over his head is funny to see. And sadly, relatable. I can see this being a love is war situation where it drags on forever, but for now, I'm enjoying it and praying for the best. Overall, I think this new trend is just gonna be a small funny piece of anime history. Kinda like that era. Yeah, we don't talk about that anymore. Let me know which ones are your favorite. And like and subscribe, bro. But no, thanks for the recent support. Let me know what y'all would like me to watch. Love y'all and stay away from potions of varying matters.